Hello everybody, welcome to the Magic McDs and welcome to our tour of the Helios Grand Hotel at Epic Universe, the hotel resort pool. We did this video when we stayed there about a month ago. We've got a full review and tour of the hotel coming tomorrow, so if you want to see that, it's super in-depth. It's about 90 minutes long. We do everything. We do the Grand Helios bar upstairs on the roof. We eat at the tavern on the first floor, Flora Taverna. We go to the pool bar here, which you see right there, straight ahead. We obviously have some experiences in the theme park, and we watch the show from our hotel room. We really do it all, give a thorough review. So if you want to see that, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click for updates, and you'll get that. But here's the pool. I just wanted to add a couple notes before I get to the actual tour, which again will be in tomorrow's video as well. And that's that, our complaints here were... it's very kid focused. It looks like an adult themed pool with all the cabanas and how nice it is and the size and scale of the bar. But then kids get in there in the afternoon and it's fine. Like we expect children at a theme park, but there's nowhere for the adults to relax. There's no quiet pool. There's no adults only hot tub. There's no adults only pool for that matter. So that's really lacking. You do find it at some of the other Loews resorts on Universal property, so why they chose not to include it here is just baffling to me. And then, they really encourage the kids to play, which is great if you're a child, by throwing beach balls in the water in the afternoon. But if you're sitting there trying to have a nice drink from the bar, and mind you, these drinks are very expensive, it's just not going to be the relaxing escape you would hoped it would be, especially if you've been in the theme park all day and you're looking for like a quiet respite. You're really not going to find it at this pool. You wouldn't know it right now, but we took this footage early in the morning. Trust me when I tell you, in the afternoon, this pool gets very busy. That said, what I said in the video holds true. It was never a problem to get a spot there overall. It is very pretty. We love the pool bar, but it would have been nice to have that quiet pool. So enough for me. Going to get to the entire tour here. Enjoy the video. Please subscribe for tomorrow's tour of the entire resort.
All right, so here's the pool area. When you walk in, show them your key, you get a towel, they'll help you with a chair cover, anything else you need. There is an accessible path over there to get down, but we are hitting this up nice and early when there's nobody down here. I hate filming pool areas when they're filled with people. There was somebody down here filming when it was like peak crowds of the day and it just seemed awkward. This place is cabana rich. They definitely went all on the cabanas, and with the revenue they're getting, I can understand why. But I'll have to say this, the Loews pools are bringing it. Whether it's Cabana Bay, Sapphire Falls, Portofino Bay, Hard Rock, they're all just really nice. I mean, look, it's like a tiered pool system, and it kind of works its way down by levels, uplighting on all the palm trees. A nice view of Darkmoor Manor over there while you're swimming. I don't know where in the video this is going to be, but I've definitely mentioned a few times that one of my complaints about the pool area is that it's in desperate need of a quiet pool or an adult pool, but it is very nice for what they have. So I'll walk around the far side and I'll finish off at the Lotus Lagoon. We never noticed a problem getting a chair down here. There was always more than enough, and I think the hotel was at relative capacity, so if that's something you're concerned about, don't be. It's obviously well patrolled by lifeguards. They've got your back. It's only 4.5 feet deep at its deepest location. And it's pretty big. But my problem is the area down here is very shallow, so it's not really great for hanging out as an adult. So just keep that in mind. Most of the socializing for the adults is going to be at that end of the pool. And that nook down there by the other lifeguard chair is a good place. But you see what I mean? There's tons of seating. I think they could have put in another hot tub over here. Again, an adults only hot tub wouldn't have been a bad idea. Okay, and I'm glad I came down here today because I missed some things when I first came down here. Like there's Connect 4, there's a ping pong table, other activities for when you're hanging out by the swimming pool. God, it's huge down here. Obviously, there's life vests. They hand those out for free if you need them. And then look, more cabanas. So 3 on that side, and I think there's at least Wow, there might be like 6 more cabanas back here. 5 or 6 cabanas up on the ridge. It's crazy. And then there's the restrooms. That's, by the way, that's the back of Monsters Unchained. So there's people going through a ride right there while you're sitting by the pool. Picnic tables back there. More ping pong. Hi, how y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. I think we're almost wrapping up on this, but I wanted to show you the pool bar. This was our unofficial first stop on check-in day. We downed 2 cocktails a piece. They're very pricey, over $19 or $19 a piece. So just be aware that you are going to pay to drink down here. Tables down here, they do serve food. The food's outrageously overpriced. As I mentioned earlier in this tour, you're better off getting a sandwich at the Aurora Cafe. But this is my favorite pool bar, I think. Certainly at the Universal properties. There's also a DJ here on the weekends. Plenty of bar seating. And like I said, you can eat at these tables. So yeah, it just feels very chic, very hip, lots of space, but it gets very busy in the afternoons and they're in desperate need of an adults only option. So if you want to relax by the pool and have a tranquil afternoon, this may not be your best option. You may want to go over to Portofino Bay where there's at least 2 dedicated quiet pools. And the quiet pool of Portofino Bay is one of my favorite places in all of Orlando. Oh, last but not least, here is the hot tub, which didn't get much use by anybody this weekend because, you know, Orlando's on the sun. But there you have it, and there's a view of the hotel.